180 line. You have 180 degrees of free space that won't throw somebody out of your illusion. If you establish it from that side and all of a sudden you off up here, you better have a pretty good reason to, and it better be intentional, because it'll just throw you off.
On screen, it will literally start looking the other way. It'll flip.
But you put, if it's a conversation, an easy way to think about it is on that same side of the 180 that you've chosen to stick with, and then I put a camera right here. Maybe have him a little bit out of focus, dirty. It's called dirty in the frame when you have him a little bit out of focus on the side of the frame, but your primary in focus subject is this person over here who you're looking at, and then you do the same thing.
We do the same here.
And that's
you can cut between those all day long. That's exactly how we shot drama with the truck. We would have a establishing shot with one camera, and we'd have over-the-shoulder single shots both ways, and with 3 cameras, bam, 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 you can shoot drama. Another name for what Chris just described, OTS, over the shoulder. And again, you go ahead and look at. You want a little bit of this person in the shot for reference for the viewer, so they're not lost. But then you could go into an XCU. What would that be? What's an XCU?
Extra close-up.
Extreme close-up. You can cut to an extreme close-up. And don't be afraid to crop people's heads. People crop heads all the time in films. What you don't typically want to do in framing is have like a whole nother head above their head, because it just doesn't look right. I don't know why it doesn't look right, but it does not look right. It's not what us humans are used to. So it is much better. You've got to really think about your framing, how you frame the shot. So OTS, close-ups, either a close-up or extreme close-up, a wide shot, WS. And that's why if you're reading a script, it'll say OTS, WS, dirty 2 shot, dirty 1 shot, boom, boom, boom. And when you know those terms, a shooting script, you know why, what they're talking about.
And you talked about the headroom. Eyes on third is almost the universal term. Even if you're close up, if your eyes are on the top third, or if you're wide, eyes can still be on the top third. It'll give you the best movement.
Absolutely. The other thing, based on what you're saying, is if I'm filming this lady talking to this gentleman, I don't want this to be the edge of my frame. It's called leading the talent. I want to lead her. I want her to look into some space on the frame. You don't want to have her talking out. We say, oh, listen, you can break all the rules. Once you know the rules, you can break the rules. But you want to lead people into this, talking into some space of where that other person is.
So do you guys understand what he's saying in terms of how you use this? So let's say you only have one camera, or even you're shooting on your phone.
Shift around.
And you have a scene between 2 people, and the conversation is like, hi, how are you doing, blah, 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 and you're going to do a scene. You're going to shoot it 3 separate times, at least, right? So you're going to shoot it wide, and then you're going to shoot it a couple times, and you're going to have them do the same lines from the script, and then you're going to shoot it from over here at the same time, and then over there. And then when you put all that footage into your computer, you have your script, and you pick which angle you want to be on for which line. That's how you edit it together. Because a lot of the stuff that I saw that you guys were shooting, you were shooting it all kind of at once, right? At all from an establishing, and you would kind of go, okay, we got that scene, now we're going to go to the next one. This is how you take it to the next level, with even if you only have one camera. Does that make sense?
And it drives the attention of the viewer. You're telling them what to see.
And it gives you visual variety.
Exactly.
It doesn't change your paint. That makes sense, Kelly? And it does take longer. That's why you have to plan enough time to be able to do it all of those.
And you have to memorize your lines. So that it's the same every time, so that when you cut it together, it's the same scene.
Another thing super helpful is, no, I get the axis as well. The x-axis and the y-axis, is that right? You have a movie, when you're shooting a movie, you have an x-axis, I think the axis is across, right?
Yeah.
X across, y up and down. In television, there's another axis that's super important. It's the z-axis. It's the depth of the scene. So it is if I take this gal here and I film her right against the wall, it is not interesting. And it's like, why did I put her right against the wall? It just doesn't feel right. There's no depth to the shot. There's nothing to separate her from her surrounding. It's much better to pull your talent out. And literally, just like this crazy mess we got going now, have things going on, and then they do it in American dramas are the best. American TV we all complain about, but it's better done than anybody on the planet. Is then while they're talking, they'll have somebody pass in front of the camera because they're creating more Z-depth. You have foreground action breaking up what you're watching. So you have something going on in the background, you have action in the foreground, and you have your subject. And all of a sudden what it does, again, we're dealing in a flat, it's a flat film plane, right? TV is flat, movie screens are flat, but you're giving the illusion of depth by adding these layers of activity. So think about when you're shooting your films, put things in the foreground. Have something sticking out of the corner of the frame in the foreground. Have people pass in front of the camera while your actors are talking. Have something else go on behind, and instantly it'll start to have a lot more depth. And that's called the Z-depth. It's super important in TV because television's a very small format. You don't have the beauty of a giant movie screen. Movie screen, you know, you've got big palette to work with, big cameras to work with. But television, you're trying to create all that activity. So if you watch dramas on TV, they're really good at it. If you start paying attention to what they're doing, they're just stacking up the stuff. They're stacking it really. It's very, very helpful.
That all makes sense. Any questions?